fucking bat.
But they need to put him to death. They need to castrate him.
Cap and can, two sides of the same line.
Hey, here we are. Cop and the
Reform.
Good morning, Dave. Got a lot going on.
What's up, buddy?
Happening. I'm at the Comic-Con headquarters. You're remote today. How you doing, buddy?
I couldn't make it. I'm halfway doing it. I couldn't make it today. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good having you on. Listen, we got a lot to go over today. We got a few things, and these are some hot topics today. If you've been watching on every channel, you'll see a lot of these stories. There was a sergeant up in Woodbridge, New Jersey, who got indicted for an officer-involved shooting he was involved in. We're going to go over that and break that down. And then also we have an ICE shooting that happened out in California. A lot of that stuff going on.
Imagine that.
A lot of heat on them. And then we have a really tragic story of a FedEx driver who back in 22 abducted a child and abused her, and he just pled guilty yesterday. So a lot of things going on.
Yeah, it's amazing how long it takes sometimes on some of these stories. I was just skimming what we were going to do. I haven't seen them, but how long it takes to get indicted on some stuff.
Yeah, no, it's
my
crazy.
Indictments never took that long.
Yeah, no, your indictments didn't take all that. And no. I will tell you, as a police officer, right? As a police officer, we were always constantly trying to, push these cases forward, and it seemed like it took forever as well. So
imagine these big ones. There's a lot of red tape.
What do we always like to do when we find out what story we want to do first? What do we like to do?
We like to spin that cop and con wheel, my man.
All right, let's go ahead and spin the wheel. This is always a fun time. The spinning the wheel is it makes my day. So it's let's go ahead and do this and get it rolling. See where we're gonna go first. Here we go. Let's do it.
Woodbridge, New Jersey.
All right.
I've seen a second of this.
New Jersey. Woodbridge, New
Let's
Jersey.
go to
New
Jersey.
Again, just a reminder, this is the event that happened with the Sergeant Bruno, who actually was indicted. I believe it was yesterday. Actually, it was on April 7th of an incident that occurred about a year ago, May 29th of 2025. It took a year
to indict this idiot.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and take a watch this. Look at this video. Dave, at any point, just tell me to rewind it. I know those folks who are watching, they want to see it and clear and get our take from a law enforcement perspective and from a cons perspective. So let's go ahead and run it through.
Let's go.
Sergeant's approaching. He pulls up in his car. Sounds like a horse.
Drop the fucking bat now. Drop the fucking bat. Drop the fucking bat now. Drop the fucking bat now. Drop the fucking bat. Drop the fucking bat.
Whoa.
Oh. Drop the fucking bat.
Whoa. Wow.
No, bro. Hey, listen, you told me about this. I seen him get out and run. You didn't let me watch how it went to the end. Okay, this guy's a douchebag. I'm sorry. First of all, okay.
Which guy? Which guy's a douchebag?
Well, the other guy might be a dead douchebag. I don't know, but I'm talking about the police officer. Obviously, the way he ran up on the scene, there was 3 or 4 cops or whatever already standing there, right? Run that back. Watch how he pushes them out of the way.
All right, let's go ahead and run it just a little bit.
Watch this.
Drop the fucking bat now. Drop the fucking bat.
Yes. Yes, right there.
Okay, pushes them out of the way. Now, this guy is how many feet away? I mean, I can't, 20 feet?
I'd say probably about 20 feet away, and the magic number
20 feet away. He's not swinging the bat. Now, listen, the police officer might have known something we didn't know. Maybe he knew this guy. Maybe this guy's done violent stuff before. But him running up, pushing him out of the way while that guy's standing there, not swinging, not coming at him and shooting him, that's wrong in every sense of the word, bro.
Yeah. Well, my
That's not
thought
justified.
was that the sergeant probably has been listening to this unfold on the radio for the last probably 10 minutes or so, and he's got all of his resources over there. And by the time he gets there, he's probably in his mind going, I'm gonna fucking take care of this right now. So
Wow.
obviously, when he gets there, his judgment is blurred, in my opinion,
And
because
buddy, Ray Charles could have seen his judgment was blurred.
yeah, it's
I
crazy.
mean, yeah, I mean, that's just, well, it took him a year to indict him. I don't know why it took that long.
Let's see. Let's count how long it took from the time he drew his weapon till he actually shot him. I mean, because realistically, right now, as a police officer, time is really on your side. This guy's not threatening anybody that I can see other than law enforcement officers, which
I
there's,
mean,
I think we counted 11 of them at the end there.
okay, so there, I seen the 2 or 3 stand there,
Well,
but
initially,
isn't
but
your job, isn't your job to de-escalate? Isn't that the first
absolutely,
tactic?
absolutely, 100%. There's absolutely
Okay,
no
so
de-escalation. It's like, hey, put down a bat, put down a bat.
l-
Bum, bum, bum.
let me
I'm
tell
gonna
you why
count.
this bothers me so
Yeah, let's
much.
go
Want me
ahead
to
and
tell
watch
you
this.
why this
Drop
bothers
the
me so
fucking
much?
bat.
What's that?
You know why this bothers me so much that he did this? Because I've been this same exact guy before. I've had a baseball bat. I've been out there doing it, acting crazier than this guy. And then the cop ended up talking to me. Come on, man, give me the bat. What are you going to do? You want it to end? And I dropped the bat and was like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
This guy ran up. I don't know how long they've been. I don't care if they've been there an hour or they've been 6 hours. We've watched other cops in the wokey woke world that they stand there for 30 minutes arguing with a guy who he's got a hand on a gun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah,
I,
he should have got indicted. You
he
know what I
got
mean? He needs
indicted
to go to
yesterday, so
prison.
we're gonna see. You're gonna follow that trial all the way through, see how that goes out. But I'm gonna count, kind of give you an idea of like how much time it was. Literally
Drop the fucking bat.
10,
Drop the fucking
One.
bat now.
1.
Drop the fucking bat now. Drop the fucking bat.
3,
Drop the fucking bat.
less
10
than
Drop
5
the
seconds.
fucking
seconds.
bat.
Yeah, I say 10 if you're counting from when you first
Get on
got
your
up there.
fucking stomach. Get on your fucking stomach now.
Well, yeah, get on your stomach. I just shot you while you were standing there.
Control him first. Control him.
We're controlling. He's going to get controlled in the big house. I promise you that.
Kill him.
Yeah. So how many officers you count there, Dave?
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 9, 10.
7.
Because there's a couple right there. Yeah, I don't like this one, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of presence there.
Well, yeah.
A couple of those guys, just one dude in the middle, he's just standing there like, hey, I don't know how that happened. I don't know what
He's
just
like,
happened. I don't want
he's
no
like,
part
I
of
don't
this
want
shit.
nothing. Look at this guy right here. He's like, I want nothing to do with this. He knows that this is bad.
Yeah, the guy in the middle, he's actually
well,
turning his head like, oh, this is not going to be good.
yeah,
This
he's
is
like, this
not-
is bad because he's got some
Yeah.
sense.
Hey,
Here's
listen,
the
we want to
thing, when
make
that-
sure you comment on this. And whoever's watching, put your comments. If you know a little bit
Yeah,
more,
comment.
let us know.
Let us know what you think. Was this justified or not? Not.
I say no. I said the indictment stands.
Yeah. Here's the thing. That indictment, they're going to be trading him for zoom, zoom, wham, whams, and honey buns. I promise you that. He's
Well,
going to be getting.
you hate to see it as a police officer for 31 years going,
Well,
there's
yeah.
somebody doing this. This sergeant rolls up, tells his guys get out of the way, and smokes the guy. You know those
Hey,
guys
but let's
are
say this, Tim. Not to play devil's advocate. You know I love you. You're one of my best friends in the world. I know that you are a great police officer and integrity. But before body cams, how many dudes got shot and everybody wrote the same report? I'm just saying, bro. I mean,
Okay, they're criminal. Okay, buddy.
well, I'm just saying, buddy. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Reformed.
I'm just
You gotta take
saying.
reformed.
I'm reformed. I am, but I'm just saying.
Everybody slow down. Suspect is down and under arrest.
Just kind of like the attitude on the radio too is like suspect is down, he's under arrest.
Yeah.
Everybody calm down. I just
Yeah.
eliminated the threat. It's
Yeah.
it's over, you know.
Yeah, he he might have got caught up in the moment, man, but he's a sergeant, and he just, again, if the guy was running at him swinging with the baseball bat, or there was an officer there and he was acting crazy, he was like, nope. And again, it goes back. If the guy wasn't out there with a baseball bat acting crazy, he would still be alive.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of stuff going on in this world, mental health. I overuse the word trauma, but I'm just saying it's a real thing. So I don't know what was going on, but I know at times in my life there was a time that I acted crazier than this guy, and thank God the sergeant didn't roll up like that on me, because you wouldn't be looking at me this morning on this camera.
Camera. Well, and the thing about it is nowadays you got tools, right? You have pepper spray,
Right.
you've got tasers, you've got all kinds of, and you have 11 police officers, you have 5, you have 3, whatever it is, and nobody else in the proximity that I can see was a threat, or he was a threat too.
That's what
So
I'm
I
saying.
mean, this whole incident is just a bad look all the way.
Well,
Yeah, it's not good. Now we know of another situation that's really hot right now, and we know this whole ICE thing is real big. Anytime ICE is involved in a shooting, it gets a lot of attention. So we actually had one out, and I'm going to kind of switch this over just a little bit here. We're over in topic number 2. So this subject who got shot was an alleged gang member, supposedly wanted for homicide out of El Salvador. You
okay.
want to go ahead and see that one now, Dave, or you good with
Yeah,
that?
let's go into it, man. Anytime ICE is involved, it gets sticky.
Is that what you call it? Gets sticky?
It gets sticky, gets slippery.
Gets slippery. And on this one, bear with us. There's no audio. This was a guy driving by, believe it or not, like it was in a Tesla, and he was driving by the actual stop. So you'll see it, and it unfolds very
He
quick.
wasn't driving anywhere. The Tesla was driving.
Well, a Tesla was. We know that Tesla was. Yeah. So let's go ahead and run this through. Just tell me at any time you want me to stop. Busy roadway, a lot going on.
Yeah. This New Mexico?
This one's in California.
California. Imagine that, another one.
Okay, so right over here on the right, just above us, you'll see the stop, right? They've got this guy semi-detained. You see brake lights on. That would probably tell you the car is probably not in park. He's looking
Well,
to,
yeah, you can see right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see it.
So let's kind of take a little bit of a roll through, a little slowly here. Now the car starts to leave.
Yeah. We had his reverse lights on already. Did you see him?
Yeah, were they on?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so the police officer shoots at
Yeah,
him.
let's run it back
Shoots
just
him.
a little bit. So as
Okay, so they're
Go
doing a
ahead.
traffic stop on him, right? So here, ICE has got him.
Yep.
Doesn't it look like he has his reverse lights on?
Yeah, it looks like some sort of, yeah, he's obviously going backwards now. Right there, I can see him. It's just a little bit hard because they had him like boxed in. Looks like he's boxed in. So he's reversing now. And as he's reversing, he's trying to get out of the area. He obviously ripped the door off on that one. So
Okay.
he's reversing. And then as he reverses, he says, I can't,
He
that
goes
doesn't work.
around.
So he puts it in gear. So at that point, the officer's got a decision to make. He lets him
Right.
go or he draws. But at this point, the officer has to feel in his basically with his or her instinct that his life or the life of another is threatened before deadly force is used. It's a force continuum.
Right.
At this point, he's in fear. I would say he's in fear for his life because he's got his firearm out. Probably telling him stop, stop, stop.
Yeah,
Go
he's
ahead.
probably saying freeze, freeze, stop, whatever. Okay. And so they got him in a traffic stop. He's a alleged gang member. I like to use my right verbiage there. Alleged gang member that committed an unaliving in El Salvador, correct? So ICE has been tracking this dude, or they pulled him over.
Right.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and full speed this one. This is kind of where it goes.
Okay.
Shots fired. Guy makes it over the thing.
Okay.
and that's kind of where it went.
And he
Big question
unalived him.
on here, though. Big question, right? This is a crucial point right here. I think this is a crucial point. Is that police officer at that point in fear for his life, or his failure to act would endanger others? That's going to be a
Possibly,
determination by him.
possibly. But here's the thing. Okay. Do I agree leaving the traffic stop warrants him getting killed or unalived or whatever the case may be? No, I don't. But they've got him stopped here. When he started to back up, see, this looks like another officer over there to the right. He could have hit him and pinned him up against there and killed him. He also, if he could have swung, he could have hit him and killed him. Am I saying that was the dude's intention? I don't know. I'm not him driving. I think he just was in the moment, got caught up and tried to get out of there, didn't realize, what could happen. So I don't know. Maybe this officer was scared enough at that time and reacted. That's a lot happening real quick. You see what I mean? But if he would have just complied, he would be with us or not went through this. So if he wasn't a gang member, if he wasn't wanted, it, in a traffic stop, if you give your stuff and you do what you're supposed to do, everybody goes home. Not
Yep.
warranting that maybe should have happened. So,
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, and the thing is, it's going to be the only person that really truly, and of course, if it gets tried or, amongst a jury, but the only person that really knows whether or not, like you said, his failure to act could have caused one of those other officers to get run over. And it's what do we call it? Rapidly evolving situation.
Loving situation.
So yeah, so a lot of things are happening very quick.
RIS.
So it's easy here. It's easy here on a,
A
Thursday
video.
morning to say, hey, this is this is a bad shoot, good shoot, no shoot, whatever it might be. But when you're out there on
Right.
on the streets, I get it.
Well, he had his reverse lights on. He already listen. I mean, do I believe personally that a lot of these police officers are trigger happy yet lately? I do. But again, I'm not out there. I'm sitting here in my little office in sunny Florida. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to sit there and say if some dude started backing up and almost hitting me, and I'm thinking I want to get home to see Jonna's beautiful eyes, I don't know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? So going back again, I don't know any person, myself included, right now, if I get pulled over, there might be at one time when I'd see the lights on, I might hit the gas pedal. You know what I mean? I'm like, here you go, sir. Here you go, sir. Here you go, sir. What are we doing? Yeah. So for him, the point that he even had him in reverse lights, he knew what he was doing, bro. He knew.
Yeah.
There's a reason. Again, does it justify? Is that justified where they're swinging around? I don't know. What if he would have got pinned up and hit? What would be justified then, right? You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah. Again, we need to have everybody put the comments below because this is great conversation. And again,
regardless, him backing up, him doing whatever, if he lost his life, it's a tragedy. And I'm sure the police officer or the ICE agent's dealing with something. So bad all the way around. What else we got, my man? FedEx?
yeah, we've got a real bad situation. Incident that occurred in 2022. FedEx driver was out on delivery, and some of you may have seen it. The guy pled guilty yesterday, and
this
basically what
happened when?
happened is he abducted a little 7-year-old girl. So her name was Athena Strand, and yeah, this is a picture of this little girl in the back of the FedEx truck. So
What would possess somebody, a grown man, any man, any person, to do this?
yeah, his original excuse when he got stopped was because he got picked up fairly quick because pretty much everything was on camera or whatnot. But his thing was, I ran into the girl. She got hit by the truck, and I freaked out, and I put her in the back of the truck, and then that's what happened. He took her, I think, about 10 miles away, and did really bad things. I don't want to say for YouTube here, but
Right.
did really bad things to this girl and ended up disposing her body about 10 or 15 miles away. Yeah.
Wow.
But like you said, the thought of this guy doing this to this young 7-year-old girl is just
It's unthinkable. It's
amazing.
unattainable.
Yeah.
What kind of demon possession has this dude got, bro? Like,
Yeah.
that's a
Just a
sick
heinous
person, man.
crime. Heinous crime.
I-
But the little girl,
They should put
this
him to
video,
death.
this picture in this video was pretty much what captured her. But if you look, just like look at her face, at this point, I don't really know, what's going through her mind, what's been told to her, she doesn't look to be. She's kind of looking up over the window to see, maybe what's going on.
You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's crazy, crazy. Yeah, so
They should put him to death, bro.
well, that's what they're looking at right now, and I don't know, as far as with California, what their laws
Oh,
are,
come
the
on,
legal,
come on, man.
legalities of it.
California.
This
But they need to put him to death. They need to
yeah,
castrate him.
capital murder
Castrate him.
charges,
Put him to death.
aggravated kidnapping, um, and he pled guilty to it. So
He
yesterday,
should plead guilty. They should castrate him the most heinous way and then put him to death.
yeah. Well, it says he will face the death penalty or life in prison. So I just assume not waste the money on this guy.
Yeah, I'd just say, man,
Yeah.
he ain't gonna have no fun in prison either. Him or that one police officer.
be in there. No, and you hate to see it. I mean, police officers, they got a tough job. They got a lot
Right.
going on. I get it, but people got to understand. Like when you go out to work every day, your job is to protect the lives and property of people, and by not being professional, not doing your job, it just makes us all look bad.
Well, it's again, man. I understand police officers got a rough job, man. I mean, it's easy to think, oh, they ride around in a car all day, and I used to think that, I mean, air conditioner, we're paying for this, and they. I mean, really, man, I used to think that.
It's not one
But
that's stolen.
yeah, hey, I was driving in one once, but then, man, watching these videos, being around, maturing, growing up, realizing stuff, and they risk their lives every day. Now they signed up for it, yes, but that doesn't mean, everybody don't want the police till they want the police. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
around, and so I'm not saying that guy don't have a rough job, but at the same time, come on, man. You know what I mean? How many situations has he been in his career? And again, I it was not every McDonald's employee is bad, not every police officer is bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, not every pool table guy is bad, right?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, but it's sad, and this FedEx one's sad, and they're all sad. Anytime somebody loses their life, man, you know what I mean? But the last one, I can't. I have no remorse for that guy, man.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you, and I guarantee you, this sergeant is the same way. Police officers strap on, go to work. They don't have any intention, I firmly believe, to kill anybody in that day. So a lot of
Right.
things led up to that. I just think, obviously, some extremely poor decision making and just not thinking things through. So it's very important. Hey, remember, we want comments. We need for this channel to be successful. We need you to get on here, like, subscribe,
Comment,
share,
like,
and,
share, all that
please.
pushes us in the world of the algorithm. So comment, like, share.
Yeah.
Them algorithms.
Yeah.
We appreciate everybody. Our channel's been growing. Tim's been killing it on the videos. So we thank all of you guys here at Cop and Con.
We appreciate you guys. Thank you. Dave, what are we?
We're out.